What's going on, everybody? I am the Reverend Raff, joined once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the Beer Buddy.
What's going on, everybody?
We are the Two Dudes Who Talk Music, and we are here today with another reaction video for you guys. Before we dive into that, though, do keep in mind we have 6 videos coming out every single week. We get your reactions on Mondays and Fridays. On Wednesday, we've got Rockin' Around the World. And then on Thursdays, you got the podcast. Saturdays and Sundays, you get some extra videos with whoever we had on the podcast most weeks. So lots of videos coming your way every single week. And if you have fun with us today, if you have a good time, appreciate it if you consider hitting that subscribe button. Helps to grow our audience. You know, we try and be very genuine. We don't try and get into all this clickbaity shit.
Yeah.
We just want to grow a genuine audience that genuinely cares about music and share that experience with you guys. So that brings us to today's video. So what we're going to be doing, this current batch that we're filming, I've got a few that have been sitting in there for a little while, just trying to find the opportunities to squeeze them in. Thank you everyone who's been sending videos through for reactions as well. I have got them on the list. They are coming out. We're just trying to find the right balance, basically. So today, we're just going to, over the next few videos that'll be coming out, these are going to be ones that we've had in there for a while and we just haven't quite gotten to yet. Try to clear out some of these ones that we really think are a bit more interesting and unique, and you know, you guys might get something cool out of it. Maybe a bit more niche than some of the stuff we might normally do, but we think it's going to be some cool stuff. So that brings us to today's one. So this is a band called Grima, and I think it's like a kind of black metal-ish type project. The song is called Flight of the Silver Storm. I was really taken by some stills that I saw from the film clip.
Okay. It was a great shot there straight away.
Yeah. Absolutely incredible like landscape shot there. Like beautiful, beautiful scenery. So we're going to hit play on this one. We're going to dive in. We're going to be pausing as we go through to give our analysis, feedback, and reactions of the music, the video, you know, all sorts of stuff. So that's the kind of video this is, because there's analysis, reactions, feedback, you know, critique, all that cool stuff. So here we go. We're going to dive in with Flight of the Silver Storm by Grima.
Oh.
Apologies, slight technical thing. Fixed it now. Now we're going.
Oh, that's epic. Hey, I like the look.
Yeah. Okay, let's pause there for a little bit of...
That was a bit like, that took you on a journey, that intro. Like there was so many sounds going on in the background in that.
Well,
and
I mean, some of these locations
were they
and establishing shots,
horn noises? Were they, yeah,
like I'm just looking from a visual, like it's a great way to, a few of these kind of big broad, open, like, high up drone shots of just this desolate
Landscape.
wilderness landscape sort of thing is just like that's a great way to set the tone.
And it did really well.
Mm, yeah. And I know it's not, I don't think it's in black and white. I think they've just intentionally
Dulled the color
muted the
palette.
color palette
Mm,
to just try and make it feel, that much more oppressive of an
mm.
environment because it's not like as beautiful as it is. That sort of landscape is like punishing.
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
if you're not prepared, it will mess you up in no time at all.
Yeah, 100%.
Um,
It's almost like they've left it on like the log, like a D-log thing, and just haven't put any color to it, just left it flat as
mm,
they obviously have put some color into this, some shadows and contour
very
and shape
very
to it, but
muted. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
But and then these shots here of like the singer like walking alone
the
through this
space
this space is like it just adds to that further
gives you a
sense of
sense of,
isolation.
especially how when it, started off deep, like a real long shot and brought it in, it just shows
Yeah,
you
yeah,
how,
like you get sort of that first shot here of
yeah,
the sense of scale of this environment,
it's
which
almost
is
like being on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean. Like you don't
yeah,
realize how insignificant you are until you're on a cruise ship in the middle of the ocean.
yeah, yeah. And as well, like this, I got okay. I will say it feels slightly immersion breaking to me to have these dudes actually playing instruments in that environment there. Not
Yeah,
not in like a huge way or anything. I'm just kind
no.
of like, okay, it's giving like this ancient, like Nordic, like medieval frozen
Mm,
landscape, and you just got dudes with like drums and guitars in there,
yeah,
like electric
yeah,
drums and electric guitars and a drum kit playing. I don't know. I feel like
yeah,
I don't know, obviously we weren't in the room for these decisions, but I feel like if
yeah,
it was me, it would have been like, okay, let's have these dudes there, but
yeah,
do something else, like be like doing
yeah.
culty stuff or whatever.
Just have a fire
I
set
don't know.
up. Just,
Yeah,
just
I
wait.
just,
Yeah,
just me, just
yeah.
like a little thing there. Maybe
Because
it's
I will say yes, it did sort of bring you back into reality. Because I got
it,
really lost in that intro.
yes,
I got
exactly what I mean.
really lost in that intro.
That's what I mean. I'm not saying like it's a bad choice necessarily.
No,
I'm just like it was that sort of immersion breaking, like return to reality. It everything up until that point felt like a movie almost,
mm.
and then you get to that and it's like, oh, okay, no, it is a
Yeah, well,
like
that's
it's
what we're
actually
watching a
we're
movie.
watching a music video, which sort of killed the vibe slightly, but
The song's
um,
amazing, but there's
mm,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
these
so
this
much sounds and things
yeah
going on in that.
the
Yeah,
big I don't know if it was like an accordion sort of thing. Oh,
it
let's have
had
another
to.
listen through that.
Yeah.
I want to see if we can pick it out a bit better. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if that is like a traditional like folk instrument from
Mm,
whatever like country that this band is from, and that's one of the reasons it's hard to identify because I don't know if I can't really pick it out as horns or strings. It
yeah,
sounds
it sounds.
almost accordion like to me, or maybe like a hurdy-gurdy type
Yeah.
situation, but at the same time I'm not certain that it is those either. It could be something a bit more unique.
Mm,
Um, which I love, by the way. Like I love that you can't identify it. It adds to the aura and the sort of sense of mystique about what's going on here.
yeah,
In
and it
in
forces
in
you to listen
yes, yeah, it does. And
because your mind keeps on trying to pick it.
these outfits are like wild.
Yeah,
Like
they
those
are
masks are
awesome.
so cool. They look like they're made of bark.
Yeah,
This guy's staff is very ominous and you know
looks like he's a tree
frightening.
ghost, and that, and he's made his staff out of a victim.
Yeah, something like that. It's
Yeah, like
crazy.
The woodland ghosts.
We'll keep going. We'll keep going. See where else this song takes us, shall we?
I love that. That was a nice take. This has to be one of the most melodic screaming pieces I've ever heard that doesn't have a melodic, like a clean,
A clean singer?
line that sits behind it. It's like he's singing with his scream in the weirdest way. The way he's moving the pitch, like you could almost picture it with another like.
Yeah, it's quite pitched screaming there, which is really impressive.
And it's so melodic.
There's a lot of melody just all throughout this as well. Like the guitars are doing this really cool melodic stuff that while it is washed with the typical heavy reverb of like a black metal thing and we're sitting within that soundscape, which really, really well produced, like high quality production. Especially for black metal standards as well. Like,
very much.
It's the kind of production, like I'd say, on the level of something like pretty close to like a Behemoth type quality of production.
Yeah,
which is sort of the top tier, I guess, for if you're looking at black metal, but with pristine production on it. But yeah, like the work and like the work that these guitarists are doing to create these interweaving melodies here is super impressive.
Yeah.
And the drum work is really, really good as well. Like he kind of managed to keep that blast beat on tempo, which is something I'm really like pedantic about. Like if you're gonna do blast beats, don't just play them as fast as you can. They need to be played in time with the music.
That was a blast beat written with it wasn't go as fast as you can. It was we're going to do it at this
tempo.
BPM.
This is the tempo that I can do it at and have it maintain. So this is what I'm going to do with it. So I'm really digging it, and just the longer I'm watching it, the more of the like the browns and the really dulled greens that I'm seeing. And I don't know if it's because they're putting more in or if it's because my eyes are adjusting to it or what. But this is really well put together package, like front to back. Everything about this is so dialed in. This is great.
It would have been a pain in the ass dragging all this shit through that snow.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Going out there to film this would have been an absolute nightmare.
Mission. Kudos, guys, because it's a really good video clip.
But although, hey, like we don't know exactly where they're from. They could be in a region where there's a village literally just over the hill.
Yeah, true.
And they just had to drive out there with their truck and then drive the truck around the corner so it's not in the background of a shot.
Yeah, it's cold, but
yeah. I bet they're in their long underwear under the the robes.
100%. They probably got some of them hand warmers stuck to them.
Skivvies.
Yeah. Love that lead part, man. That's a great shot.
Bit of sun. Nice long outro, just
Those beautiful, clean, like there's just little clean hymn, like
and like a haunting outro as well, just with the sun sort of starting to try and break through there. I'm guessing there's some sort of tail bit on there, like, hey, the album's coming soon or something.
what did they?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay.
Looks like it's just a
Wow,
more videos for that was really cool.
That was a musical piece. That was so well constructed. That was a journey. That whole song was a journey.
Yeah, great example of just tightening all the nuts and bolts. You know, like that could have been done. You know, a lot of bands would have gone out there and done that and have it be, you know, would have come back maybe a little bit sloppy in certain elements, or there might have been some stuff that wasn't quite fitting the vibe the same way as everything else. But I feel
just
like
chuck a wall of synth at it.
Yeah,
along with those deep piano parts and stuff like that. Like I know it's a thing, but geez, it's nice when it's just
like everything about that was so dialed in. The production on that was absolutely unreal. The mix was really good. The video was, as I said, my only thing was a little bit of like having the dudes in the robes and masks playing
with the guitars,
playing the electric guitars and drums there. Those items felt out of place in the world that the film clip created.
Yeah.
To me.
No, I will agree with you on that. It was a little bit immersion breaking, but yeah, I mean, some of those shots with the singer when he was on his own, like
just
wow, like
incredible.
real sinister, like just really fit the piece really well. One of the probably vocally for me, that was fantastic. That was just so interesting to listen to without that blind, just going at it at a million miles an hour. It felt like you were singing through the screen, like it was just
really good. Like that singer really felt like especially like you say, when you saw those shots of him on his own, it really felt like some weird sort of like cult member or like a forest demon that you tell the kids stories about so they don't go wandering off.
Don't go in the woods,
at night or anything.
Slender Man.
That was hectic though. That was so good. Well, look,
that was really good.
Let us know what you guys thought about this one. Do you already know Grima? Are you a fan of their other work? Is there context or story to this that we maybe missed? Please let us know down there. We love hearing from you guys with that sort of extra information. And look, if you had a good time with this video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. My name is Raff. Here's my buddy Kyle. That was Flight of the Silver Storm by Grima. Take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.